Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to talk to you guys about the new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. So I found this at my CVS, not my CVS. I went all over to a whole bunch of different CVS's and Walgreens and Rite Aids, but I finally found it. This is in the shade 10202. I lied. So if you want to learn more about this foundation and see my first impression on this, then please keep on watching. So let's just talk about the back of the foundation box. So it says that the finish is radiant. It wears up to 24 hours and the coverage is medium and the texture is air light. The pro tip is to shake well and dot onto skin in rolling motion for flawless coverage. I'm not really sure what a rolling motion would be, except for like a damp beauty blender or something like that. That's the only thing I can think about as a rolling motion. So that's how I'm going to be applying it today. So I already put on my moisturizer and I put on the Smashbox spray primer, the Water Photo Finish Primer. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to shake it up. And I'm gonna apply it onto the back of my hands. This definitely seems a lot more not a lot more liquidy, but it does seem a little bit more liquidy than the Pro Matte foundation. It seems like the color is gonna do good for me, but I guess we shall see. So I'm just gonna apply it how I normally apply it. I hope this is the right shade, but I'm just gonna dot it all over my skin, and then I'm gonna go back in with the beauty blender. It blends out really nicely. You can tell it's definitely a medium coverage. It's definitely not a full coverage, but it is covering up some of this redness around this area pretty well. One layer of this foundation definitely is a very natural kind of coverage. Definitely not light coverage. It does cover up a lot of this redness, but it's definitely not full coverage because you can still see these acne spots a little bit. But it definitely blends into my skin very, very well, and it has definitely a natural kind of finish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply one more layer, and I'm going to see how that works on the skin, because I don't want like a cake face or anything like that, so we're gonna see how that works. With the Pro Matte foundation, I definitely only use like one layer, but we shall see how this works with two. I'm just going to blend it in again. Forgot how much I missed the Real Techniques beauty blender. I've been really using just a normal beauty blender lately, but I forgot how much I missed the Real Techniques, the flat part. Is really nice to blend out foundation. It just makes it a lot quicker and easier. So far this definitely has a glowy like radiance to it. It is really beautiful and it does not look cakey whatsoever. I'm curious to see how it's going to be after I apply my powder to set it all. I definitely have that oily skin that I need to set everything, but so far it's looking very radiant and very, not natural, because no foundation is natural, but it looks very nice. I really love the glow. It's so pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish off with the rest of my foundation. And then after that, I'm going to check back with you and talk to you guys about how it applied with the other products, things like that. And then I'm gonna check in with you throughout the day and just tell you guys how long it wears, things like that, if it does any patching or anything like that. I will be, it's supposed to be really hot and humid here today, at least 90 degrees, and it's been really hot throughout the week, and honestly I'm probably gonna go try to find some Pokemon, so I'll put this to the true test and I will check back in with you guys soon. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about 40 minutes since I applied this foundation. I just got done finishing the rest of my makeup, and so far I'm actually really loving it. It is still, I did have to add a highlighter, I'm sorry. So this part, a tiny bit of my nose and my cupid's bow, those are all highlighters, but this foundation is not cakey whatsoever. Even after applying my foundation, it still has like a nice radiance to it. I don't think it's still a glow after I apply the powder, but I definitely need to apply powder to my face personally. But I'm really liking it. It's not cakey at all. It looks really nice. Everything else applied very well on top of the foundation. And yeah, I think the color is really nice as well. So I will check back in with you guys in a couple of hours. I'll be heading to church, and then after that, I guess I'll check in with you guys. So I will see you soon. Hey guys, I am back. It is currently 12:14, so it's been about an hour and a half since I last saw you guys. So just an update on the foundation. It still feels very nice. It doesn't feel oily or greasy at all so far. But as I'm looking in the mirror, the glow and the radiance of the foundation has come through a little bit more. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look patchy at all. I had a couple scratches every here and there, and it doesn't look like the foundation lifted at all. But so far it still feels pretty good. I have been sweating a little bit, so because it's so hot outside, but even then it hasn't really affected the foundation that much. It doesn't look like oily or greasy, it just looks like such a great glow. So far I'm very happy with it, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna end up throughout the day a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure if I'm sold on the 24-hour wear of the foundation, but I'll give it a go as long as I possibly can. I know it's not best for my skin, but I'm gonna do it for you guys just to test this foundation out to the best of its ability. I'm probably gonna go outside, look for some Pokemon, and I'm probably gonna go to the gym as well. So that'll really put it to the test. And so yeah. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours and just update you guys. It is currently 2:58. So it's been about 3 hours since I've last checked in with you guys. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update about my foundation. So far, it's still looking really good. There definitely is no patchy areas or anything like that throughout my face. I think the bronzer, the highlighter, and the blush has been holding up pretty well. And of course it is still extra glowy and just radiant. It doesn't look like a highlighter on my face, but it definitely looks like a natural radiant kind of glow, which is exactly what it says on the back of the bottle. So far it's holding up really well. The top, my right corner, I accidentally hit with some of my clothing, like changing my clothes. But there's still no patchiness or whatever. Like, it's a little bit faded from the bronzer, but overall there's no patchiness from the foundation wearing off or anything like that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this foundation. I think it's really beautiful, and it's holding up pretty well. So far it's been about 5 hours. That's pretty dang good for a foundation, especially one that has like a radiant finish. Not a lot of foundations like that, I think, personally, unless they're like super high-end, hold up throughout the day. So I'm really impressed with this foundation so far. So I will check back in with you guys after I catch some Pokemon. It is currently like 92, 93 degrees outside. It is super hot, and it's not just like hot, it's like humid because it hasn't rained in like forever. So, so I'll check back in with you guys after I'm done catching my Pokemon and the heat, just to kind of test it through the humidity. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys soon. I think it's been an hour or so since the last time I checked in with you guys. Since then, I've gone outside in what feels like 96 degrees weather, finding Pokemon for an hour, which technically it's only been 92 degrees, but let me tell you, it's pretty damn hot outside. The humidity is ridiculous, so it definitely feels like 96 degrees, or even hotter than that to me personally. I was just sitting and I was sweating. But let me tell you, just by looking at my makeup, it looks about the same as it did a couple of hours ago. Like, this foundation is lasting so well. This is the type of foundation that I've noticed that, like, it kind of, for oily girls, you need to reapply powder. If not, then if you like scratch or itch or rub, then the foundation will rub off, as you can see on my nose. I got in from the hot heat and I was sweating like a crazy person, and my nan's like, oh, let me help you. So she took a paper towel and she tried to, like, she didn't even try to dab my sweat, she tried to rub my sweat off. So this is what this nose redness is about right here. She tried to like rub off my sweat, which rubbed off the foundation. But other than that, this foundation is lasting great. It has such a glowy, luminous finish. It's not cakey whatsoever, but for those who have oily skin, I think keeping a powder with you is beneficial. And even with any foundation, that's beneficial just to keep a powder with you throughout the day. Except for the Estee Lauder, I feel like that foundation just stays with you no matter what. This foundation though, I love it. It's definitely worth the price of $13, $14. And I think it's perfect for summertime for those who have dry skin, but even more perfect for wintertime for those who have dry skin as well as oily skin, and who wants a luminous finish. I think this gives my skin a great radiance to it. It makes my skin look super healthy, minus the awkward red patch right there. But the bronzer that I've had on, the highlight that I had on, has been staying on throughout the whole day as well. I don't think the blush has been as much. I use the Wet n Wild blush. I love that blush, by the way. It's apricot something, but anyway, I don't think that stayed on throughout the day, but overall I think I give this foundation like an 8 or 9, just because it's staying on all day long, literally, and I sweated like no tomorrow, and it's pretty cheap compared to most foundations. Like, I paid, I think I paid $36 for the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and it's staying on just as long, and you save $20 more. The Estee Lauder is a full coverage and a extra matte foundation, but throughout the day for oily girls, you know, you get that oil coming through your foundation, which gives a more luminous glow, but it sometimes cakes up when you add powder to it. But this, honestly, I don't see any cakiness whatsoever. I don't see any cakiness whatsoever. It just has such a great finish, and it has such a great luminous glow that, like, I just really like this. I'm so glad that I found this at a CVS around my area. It wasn't the easiest to find. It's a little bit more difficult to find, but I am so glad that I did. I know you can purchase this on Amazon. I found this personally at a CVS. It wasn't my CVS, but it was about 20 minutes away. This retails for $13.29 at my CVS, but let me tell you, it was worth every penny. I think this foundation lasted a long time, and especially if you have powder to reapply throughout the day, I think it will even prolong the foundation even more, even if you rub a little bit off of your nose. Anyways, so that is it for my review. that is it for my first impression, my review of this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm so glad I got to test it out all day. It was such a beautiful day outside. It was really, really hot, but I'm glad I got to go out, find some Pokemon, and, you know, in this foundation, it was really nice. It lasts so long, and just dab a little bit if you get sweaty, but it clearly passes the gym test. I didn't go to the gym, but I did go outside and sweat like a bazooka, so bazooka. I don't know what a bazooka is, but okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you guys ever have a chance, definitely pick this up. If you love the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation, I believe you guys will love this Pro Glow Foundation. It is basically the same thing, but more radiant and more natural, I believe. I don't think you can really get cakey. You just have to apply a light layer, and then just keep building up if you want that full coverage look. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.